Hey guys, Chad here. Just want to talk about what happened yesterday. So as we know, Bank of Canada shot it up a quarter point to 4.75%. We have to wait for June 27th. That's when May's inflationary numbers are going to come out. We'll have a better idea of where we're standing at that point come July's announcement. I'm going to guess we're going to see some increases still. So what does this mean for the market? Your guess is as good as mine, but if I had to make an educated guess, I'd say we'd still see some good activity in the market for the next 6 to 8 weeks. For those that are still pre-approved, they're probably going to try to lock something down before any more increases happen. For those looking to get into the market, there's still demand out there, lack of supply, but you might find yourself being able to afford less house. So I wish you the best of luck on that. It's absolutely brutal out there, and I hate where the market is right now. But I also want to talk about there's 6 factors that contribute to inflation. I don't know if everyone knows about them or how closely they're intertwined. So I just want to talk about each of them really quickly, just so you have a better understanding. So there's first off, there's demand pull inflation. So this inflation occurs obviously when the demand, for goods and services just exceeds the supply. So consumers want to spend more money. They bid up the prices. They lead to more inflationary pressures. These factors can contribute to demand pull inflation. So this has increased consumer spending, it's higher wages, and of course what our government likes to do, their excessive spending. So if there's pull inflation, obviously there's a push inflation. So push inflation generally occurs when the cost of production increases, so that'll just increase the cost of goods and services. So with the carbon tax, the new carbon tax coming July 1st, the corporations obviously aren't going to absorb that. They're going to pass it back down to us, the consumers. What else can contribute are rising wages, cost of raw materials, increasing energy costs, and changes in taxes and regulations that impact all our businesses as well. So there's lots to take into account there. There's also imported inflation. As you know, Canada imports a significant amount of their goods and services. So any changes in international prices can affect the domestic inflation. Also, if the Canadian dollar depreciates against other currencies, it can lead to higher prices for other imported goods. So that's also going to contribute to inflation. So we also have exchange rate fluctuations. So any changes in our exchange rate can drastically affect inflation as well in Canada. Any depreciation in the value of our Canadian dollar can increase these prices of our imported goods and our commodities. This will lead to inflation as well. So then we have monetary policy, sort of what happened yesterday with the Bank of Canada. These are the decisions that either increase or retract the money that's flowing around out there. So lower interest rates obviously increases the supply of money, and it also conversely can tighten it back up. Is sort of what they're doing right now with increasing the rates and allowing less money to essentially be out there. And lastly, we got the increase of our money supply. So even a couple of years ago, when we started printing off all this money, this is essentially the path that it's going to lead us down to is right now. So this is what I was screaming about 2 years ago, and many others were, and chose to be ignored. So when you introduce so much new money into the economy, it's just going to lead to inflation. Like the money supply is growing faster than the growth rate of goods and services. So you have all this new money chasing those goods and services. That's just going to drive the prices up as people compete to try to get those goods and services. Hence why house prices have doubled, cars, prices have gone up, rents have gone up, all that stuff. So this is the outcome. Can't do it. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope that better explains inflation and what's contributing to the dumpster fire we're in right now. Canada's got the highest household debt in the G7, things you don't hear from Freeland, but we have to get our spending under control. Also, Canada's on fire right now, so our money needs to stay here. We got to fix all these forest fire issues, all these things that are just burning our country to the ground. And, we're Canadian, we're resilient, we're polite, and we're in it together. So let's build back this beautiful country and get back on track. I hope we can all do that. And, tune in for the next one. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.